relax and still. So that time, ultimately, the other person or other party is going to stop 10 minutes, in 20 minutes, in 30 minutes, at
Yes,
least.
yes.
Yeah, he or she is going to stop ultimately.
At least
And
will
if,
not, it will, yeah, at least it will not be aggravated that time. If you are
hmm,
just keep quiet that time.
yes. And yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So tell me, how's life going on?
Yeah, now these days, life is treating me well. And I have nothing to complain about. And everything is going fine as usual, as I used to do everything. So the same thing I have been hitting now these days. So may I
Mm-hmm.
know about you as well, like how life is treating you now these days?
I should not say it, or you would say that Nootan ma'am always say same thing again and again. Mhm.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I had not been feeling really well. It's been 7, 8 days. Firstly, bad cold and cough, and then again chikungunya. So,
Yeah, now these days chikungunya is also going on.
this is why. So you're the second one I'm talking with, and actually I'm not really regular nowadays. I'm totally occupied with my own work, and I need to take rest as well. And there was a time, I think 3, 4 days ago, I was this much incapable to open my mouth because I had a, acute pain in
Um,
my throat, and my
bec-
voice became totally hoarse. So many things.
Okay. And I think you teach somewhere, like in a school or in like
No,
in any.
no, no, I no longer teach. Earlier, I used to teach 2
Okay.
months ago, 1.5 months ago. Yeah, online earlier. Yeah, but now, because first of all, we need to take our health because health is on our priority list. This is why.
Yeah, I was also doing lot many things simultaneously, but I also have decided now I should take out some time for myself from my busy schedule so that I can spend some time peacefully with
Mm-hmm.
with myself only, because I always keep myself busy here and there, and I just roaming around here and there, and I'm just doing this work and doing that conversation. So now I have decided this thing that I need to set a goal that I need to achieve
Mm-hmm.
this much thing. I don't want to run after the things always.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the kind of disease we can just get rid of some disease, right? As I told you, like I had been suffering from cold and cough, so we can get over, right?
Okay.
But there is one disease called mental disease. It's not mental disease. It's a kind of a feeling, kind of feeling of conflict, rift, and if
Mm-hmm.
something is not happening in our way, something is not behaving in our way, so there is a kind of vendetta. In Hindi it's called ranjish.
Exactly.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So like to me it's really tough to tackle first of all.
It's up to me as well. I mean to
Yeah,
say.
yeah, but if you have these kind of baggage, mentally kind of turbulence you have, so you cannot live your life peacefully. You
Mm.
cannot forget that particular guy, and you cannot forgive them as well. So, to me, as far as I think, and I have a kind of notion that we should let go. The
Mm.
thing that has happened earlier, the person who has behaved in a wrong way, and who has behaved rudely, anything, it
Mm.
could be in any form. So, what do you think about let go?
Yeah, let go is always great because we cannot go to the other person and tell to them that you have to change yourself according to me, right? We cannot do this thing. So ultimately, we have to think ourselves only. Ultimately, we have to change ourselves only. So this is
Mm-hmm.
in our hand only. If we are just always keeping ourselves busy to change the environment, to change the ambience, to change the people, this is literally not going to happen. So what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to work on ourselves. We are supposed to work on our personality, and we need to make some changes in ourselves only. This is in our hand, and that is literally not gonna hurt us, right? Not gonna hurt me as well. Because if I'm just like doing some changes, if I'm just saying to other person that you have to change according to this environment like this, so that time if he's not changing, that we can, we can feel some hurt from that particular situation. But if we are not expecting to other person that he should change himself or herself according to us, if he is not changing even then there would be no any kind of misery in our heart that he doesn't change himself or herself according to me. So if we are changing ourselves only, then it would be better. Like whatever we want, like if we want to stay away from somebody, so we can just let go, and you should like do whatever you want to do, and whatever you have done with me, let it be, and just move away from them and get rid of that particular situation and do some great things in your life. So this is my particular way, as I mentioned here. I do the same thing always. Like give somebody,
Okay.
yeah, I also face the same kind of conflicts.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, but sometimes it becomes really harder. And letting go is a kind of it's an internal thing. Like it's not about we are speaking like, okay, I forgive
Hmm.
you, I spare you, like this way. I think we need to work on internally within, right?
Yes.
If you are like speaking that, okay, I'm forgiving you, I'm sparing you, and inwardly you are thinking bad things, you
Yeah.
have evil notions about that particular person, so I think
And
it's of no use.
one more thing I would like to mention. You said right. So I would like to add on one more thing here. So, how do you learn these kinds of things? When lot many incidents happen to you, then the people can learn this thing. Like this happened to me, and now I have to be very cautious and careful while handling these kinds of situations. So I also have had lot many incidents like this, and that is why, when people speak with the experience, so then
Hmm.
they sound very effective and they sound very communicative as well, because they have had lot many experiences from the past incidents, and that is why, if somebody who is having lot many years of experience in this, or lot many incidents of experience in this, so he would definitely sound very, different kind of personality or personified, like you. Like
Hmm.
I would not include myself in
Hmm.
this because I
I'm
cannot.
not, I'm not. Nobody is
Yeah,
perfect, nobody is
exactly.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, nobody is
so
perfect, but we should have the maturity in our thoughts at least. Like how to deal with the things, how to give respect to others, how to overcome from the bad situations, how to stay away from the bad kind of personified. Every
hmm.
kind of personalities are there in the market, in the communication, in the family, including everywhere, offices. Even though I also, have faced lot many incident in my life, those who uh, like behaved with me in a wrong manner, but I overcame from that situation because I had to overcome because I had no other option apart from that. So what do you think?
See,
Hello.
I think in today's scenario, yes, I'm audible, visible properly.
Yes, yes. Now everything is quite fine.
Yeah, so in today's scenario, people they just don't want to let go. And if somebody has done something wrong to them, so they just don't want to forgive or spare that particular person, and it becomes really harder to them. So somewhere it's their lacking. If let's say hypothetically, if I'm not letting go of something that has happened with me, hypothetically I'm saying, so somewhere there is a lacking in me. I'm really somewhere hurt inside, and I am like holding on to something, some kind of
It,
like anyone's behavior, anyone
hmm.
has done something wrong to me, so that kind of feeling or thoughts and experience that I have held into, this is why it is happening, so something wrong with me. So it has nothing to do with those people. They have their narratives and their notions they have set for them, and I have my notions. So to me, as I think, now I have come to the reality, I'm not saying it hypothetically. To me, letting go is all about liberating ourselves. If I'm letting go of anyone, somebody has done something wrong to me, somebody misbehaved with me, or anything, any kind of big thing, and it is me, and it depends on me if I let go of them, the kind of things that has they have done to me. So somewhere I am making myself free from such kind of turbulence, chaos inside. And if really I want to love myself, care myself, so this I need to do. Anyhow, I need to do, and I should be doing this. So yeah, this is my notion.
Yeah, sometimes, it is always great to handle the situation in a great manner. And I always try to keep away myself from these kinds of personalities because, like, if someone is hurting me again and again, so like there is no use to live with him or her. Anybody, like I cannot
Mm-hmm.
like even though if I'm going to my family and my wife is yelling at me every day that you haven't brought this thing and you haven't brought this thing,
Mm-hmm.
I need this thing and I need this much money. So if every day she is doing these kinds of tantrums or dramas, so how long I would be able to bear them? One day I'll
Mm-hmm.
have to tell to myself that Lalit, you need to bring out some resolution or some solution for this problem. Every day you
Mm-hmm.
can't, because now these days in the beginning of this conversation, you mentioned about the mental stress or mental disease. So when you are, going through with the same incident again and again, so
Again and
that
again.
time you got, yeah, so that time you got into the habit of not handling that situation, even though you started frustrating from that situation. So we need to
Yeah.
know how to handle that particular situation. This is my way of perceiving. So I need to find out the solution for that particular thing. If I am
Mm-hmm.
facing any kind of impediments or cumbersomes by the somebody, so I always try to, even though if I want, I cannot stay away from these kinds of incidents, even though if still these kinds of incidents are being done for me, for many people. but what can I do in that? I can't do anything. I just need to change
Mm-hmm.
myself and I just need to bring out myself from that particular situation and I need to go forward. This is in my hand only. So, so sometimes if somebody, okay, my question is that I would like to know about your views
Mm-hmm.
on that. If somebody is hurting you again and again, like from different kind of incidents,
Mm-hmm.
it can be like relation, it can be friendship, it can be anything. So, like if somebody is hurting us again and again, so in that particular situation, what we should do to stay away from that situation or to stay away from that person? So how do you handle these kinds of situations basically? I would like to know this thing because I am
Mm-hmm.
literally very poor at this thing.
See, the thing is, we cannot always stay away from that particular person. Let's say if it is your wife, so you
Hmm.
cannot stay away for a longer time. Let's say for 6 months, 1 year. No, can't be
No.
possible. Okay, so and if I tell you about the situations as well, one thing we can do, if I talk about the situation, if the situation is not in our control and it is becoming like worse, and
Okay.
it's just debilitating your all like potential and your strength, because the situation is really worst. That
Yeah.
moment what you can do, instead of becoming so angry and furious, just keep calm, maintain your like calmness, that moment peacefulness, I would say. And you should not shout at to that particular person who is poking you, instigating you. The one thing we should be doing, we should that time keep mum, keep silent.
Yeah. Very
But
well.
this doesn't occur. Instead, what happens, we just can't tolerate such things when somebody is putting allegations or something like that. So that moment we are like we start flying into fury, like how dare you say this, you behave in such a way, rude way, and you talk like this way, like this, these things we say to that particular person. And the situation becomes really worse, and the discussion becomes the arguments, and it can go to the next level. That time next level in the sense of quarreling, fighting, and the
Yes.
kind of allegations, and there's a big conflict. So first thing which I would like to say here, just keep calm, maintain your calmness, your peacefulness, your mind. You just need to take care of your mind that moment. That I should be that time keep quiet anyhow. Because if you are keep quiet, you are saying nothing. Internally, you are saying a lot of things, right?
Mm.
That how dare he's saying such things. But you know, at the same time, like to that in front of that particular person, you need to keep quiet, not say a single word, because once you are saying single word, so again you are getting something in return, the kind of befitting reply, smashing reply from other party.
Yeah,
So
in
it
these kinds
the
of
situation will become more worse. So to me, that moment, keep quiet. This was the first thing. And
yeah.
what other thing you were asking about? I just forgot.
Okay, I would mention that as very well said that we have to stay calm, relax, and still in that situation if you are having any kind of conflict with anybody. So in that particular situation, this is the only way. Like you can handle all the conflicts, and if somebody is yelling at you and if somebody is saying to you that you have to do this thing and like this and all. So that time if you're staying calm and relaxed and still, so that time ultimately the other person or other party is going to stop 10 minutes, in 20 minutes, in 30 minutes at
Yes,
least.
yes.
Yeah, he is or she is going to stop ultimately.
At least
And
will
if
not, it will, yeah, at least it will not be aggravated that time. If you are
hmm,
just keep quiet that time.
yes, and when it
Hmm.
comes to handling the conflicts of friends, so in that particular situation, you have to make sure that you are making other person understand that you are doing the wrong thing with me, and if you are not going to mend this thing, so I'm definitely gonna teach you a lesson now.
Yeah, with
So
friends you can do so, but
yeah,
not
yeah,
with
yeah.
with the with the relatives and in your relationships. So sometimes we need to keep quiet
Yeah,
for the sake of our relationships. Many
yeah,
things
this
we
is
need to
the
that time
yeah,
suffer.
this is the only way. Yeah, this is the only way that like by following that we can maintain the relation. If we are staying calm, if we are staying relaxed or still, so then we can maintain a relation in a great manner. Other person definitely would respect you. That he is the person who always respects my word. He doesn't even say a single word when I yell at
But
him.
this doesn't occur, you know, in today's scenario. People they just can't, you know, tolerate such things. They just can't stand. They are like,
Yeah, yeah.
how dare you, like this way.
So my way of perceiving or perspective in that in this particular kind of situation, I would like to mention here definitely. So
Hmm.
my way of like handling this situation is this: like if somebody like from my acquaintances is yelling at me or is doing something, like it happens once in a blue moon. So if
Hmm.
somebody is doing like this thing to me, so in that particular situation, I only can bear this thing like for a time. Like if I have made any mistake, so I can bear a lot of yelling at me. If I haven't made any mistake, and if somebody is still yelling at you and he is or she is not listening to you at all, so that time we have to break the ice or touch the waves somewhere. We have to
Yeah.
yeah leave the calmness and leave the relaxfulness, and then you have to say something in that particular. Well, it happens with me once in a blue moon, like I didn't like I don't know like when it happened to me last time, because I
With your
always try.
parents.
No, my parents are very supportive they support me in each and every condition. Like if I'm saying to my parents, like it happens with friends mostly.
Hmm.
These are the scenarios I have witnessed, like with the friends, with the family members as well, with different, acquaintances, family members. So there are thousands of people in our life. So somewhere we observe the society, we observe the ambience, and by
Hmm.
observing the things, we put the knowledge in ourselves. Like these kinds of situations are being done in the market or in the society.
Hmm.
Right. And on the
Yeah.
basis of those incidents, we get the knowledge, like how we can handle our particular situation when we are going through with the same condition. This is my
Yeah.
this is my way of perceiving in this. Like I do handle all the situations like this.
Great, great. Okay,
Yeah.
Lalit, I would like to know from your side, as you speak really well English. So the thing is, there are many people out there, they have the fear and they hesitate. First of all, they don't have the courage to initiate a conversation and speaking something different,
Hmm.
out of turn, asking questions and then speaking. So how do
Hmm.
you take this? What's your opinion in that?
So I would